Okay, so in this episode, we were at Punctured Piercing talking to Casey, and he got super busy because we were in there in the middle of the day, so we had to really cut down the interview. So it's kind of short.
It's 30 minutes.
So we're going to add a little bit right now, so just stay on and we'll get to that. But this week we wanted to start something new. What are we starting?
Giveaways.
Giveaways.
On Twitter and Tumblr.
Yeah. So, we want to start doing giveaways with either the guest or something we decide to give away. Basically, we're doing shameless promotions trying to get more downloads.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
And Twitter followers.
Yay!
Follow us on Twitter.
Please.
At Which Side Pod.
Yeah. It wouldn't let us do podcast. Too many letters. And which side was taken. That's why it's only Which Side Pod.
That's fine. Yeah. It's a pod.
Just explaining. So this week, we teamed up with Casey at Punctured Piercing, and he's going to give away a $50 gift card to Punctured Piercing.
Mm-hmm. Punctured Piercing.
Which is awesome. $50 can be used towards anything in the shop.
Yeah, we got some really awesome stuff in there. We've got industrial strength jewelry. We got Maya jewelry. We got Tawapa jewelry. We got Evolve jewelry. We got all sorts of shit.
And if you're not in Salt Lake, I'm pretty sure Casey's not a dick. He'll figure something out for you on how to spend the $50 there for him. And if he's a dick, Jordan over here works there, he'll fucking take care of you.
Fuck. Well, at least
in some way, we'll get you taken care of. You'll get $50 at Punctured Piercing.
I'm sure. Like if you want to spend a little bit more, give a call on the phone. I could totally take credit cards or something like that, and then we'll pay for shipping.
Yeah, we'll get it all shipped out.
If we had to do that. So if you're not local, totally
some of the things we didn't get to talk about on the podcast because we were so busy with him, we got really in depth in talking about anarchism and gun control and other things. What else did we talk about? Talked about scrotum piercings a little bit.
Yeah.
We were interrupted by someone getting their scrotum pierced.
Yes. And then we got...
But one of the things we didn't talk about was the actual shop. So you work there, so I'll talk to you about it. I've been there quite a few times. I helped lay the tile in the fucking place.
Yeah.
So it's an amazing shop. It's the cleanest tattoo shop I've ever seen. He's unbelievably fucking anal about sterilization.
Yes.
Tell me some of the sterilization that he goes through. It's because I know any place in the United States is going to like autoclave or whatnot, which is a way of sterilization. But he also uses a statin machine. Is that correct?
Totally. And what that does, as opposed to a standard autoclave, it actually also autoclaves the inside of a hollow needle or hollow jewelry. It'll do the inside where a standard autoclave wouldn't.
So statin is what does the inside of it?
Yeah, it does. It goes in on hollow metal pieces and stuff like that. It'll clean everything. And so the machines that we use are pneumatic machines. They're air powered, and so you can actually autoclave the actual machine as opposed to your traditional magnet machines, which you can't autoclave.
So he uses sterilized gloves, which I don't know any tattoo shop that does. They might, but
for piercing stuff, yeah, exactly.
So he uses sterilized gloves. He runs his goddamn paper towels through the statin.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he does. I've seen him do it a million fucking times.
He could.
He might not do it on every time, but the guy's fucking anal. So it says here, if you go to puncturedpiercing.net, it talks a little bit more about the sterilization process.
Well, it's
Casey's going to probably chew me out because I don't know it as well as he does. You're listening,
he'll chew me out.
He'll chew you out. Because he talks about the different type of implant metals in the podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fucking chemist. I don't get the metal composition.
Well, you got F136 and F138.
He's fucking smart. He takes it very seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not just throwing shit into your body.
See, I know that part. I don't know the... he explains even more, but it's implant grade titanium, implant grade stainless steel.
So enter the contest. Check them out, puncturedpiercing.net. Follow them on Twitter. What's their Twitter handle? I think it's Punctured Tattoo.
Yeah.
At Punctured Tattoo?
One of them's Punctured Tattoo, the other's Punctured Piercing. One of them's Instagram, the other one's Twitter.
Okay. We'll put it up there with our stuff also on the contest. And follow Casey personally. Yeah. He doesn't do shit on Twitter, but maybe you should send him a message and say, get more active. It's at XCaseyXVeganX. If you don't get it, he's vegan straight edge.
PuncturedPiercing.net.
It's a gorgeous studio. The new paint, I talked about it a little bit. The new paint is beautiful.
You can see a really funny picture of me under artist.
Do you have a picture under artist?
Yeah, he found an old one from Peru.
That's a cute picture. Jordan runs the front counter and is available to answer your questions about tattoos, body piercings, and jewelry. Yay! So what else about the shop? Yeah, this is one thing I don't get. He's the only all-vegan tattoo piercing studio in the state of Utah.
Yes.
Right? He's just north of Salt Lake. I timed it today in really shitty weather. It took me 13 minutes to get from downtown Salt Lake to the studio.
It took me 20 minutes to get from the studio to Murray.
Which is about 17 miles to people who... Maybe 20 miles, give or take a little bit, if you're not familiar with the area.
It took me literally 2 to 5 minutes to get to Salt Lake.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only all-vegan studio in the fucking state. Yeah. If you're vegan, fucking go to him. He's an amazing artist. He takes his shit seriously. He has an amazing studio, and it's really fucking close.
Yeah, and
he's APP member.
Yeah, the Association of Professional Piercers.
Yeah.
There's only 3 shops in Utah that have members of the APP.
So he's an APP member. He goes to their conferences every year.
Every year.
Continues his training.
It's about, I think now 13 years.
He's been for a long time.
Okay. But he's...
He also developed all the safe handling techniques for Davis County that tattoo and piercing studios now have to follow. Yeah. He developed those because he has the highest standards that they've ever seen. So they came to him when they wanted to actually set standards. Mm-hmm. And they used his basis of standards.
Yeah.
Which is actually...
And he does meetings with the health code and
everything else.
He's insane about being clean and safe.
Totally.
What you want
and you
in
totally
a tattoo
want
and piercing studio.
Yeah, you totally want that. Plus, all the jewelry he has there is either local, handmade, or union made. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have shit. It's well worth it.
So a lot of... Let's see. Where's this? Yeah, but it's all aseptic technique, so want to be as clean as possible. So.
And if you don't know this, if you're vegan and you're getting a body piercing, you might not know, a lot of the skin prep for piercings isn't vegan.
So like Pure Cleanse.
Like Pure Cleanse isn't vegan. So just if you're not going to an all-vegan studio, even if you're getting pierced by a vegan, they might not know that their skin prep might not be vegan. Or so it's something you always want to check.
Or also like lotions, anything you want to make sure that doesn't have lanolin in it. Mm-hmm. Or just other things, vitamin D3.
What the fuck is with D3? I hate that shit.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They're putting it in a lot of foods now, too.
God, it makes me mad.
Like all the vegan foods, all the old vegan food, like cereal. Cereal's a big one. They're putting D3 in a lot of cereal that used to be vegan, and it fucking sucks.
Fuck you, D3.
Fuck you, D3. We just rep the shop a lot just then.
What was that?
Said we just rep the shop a
lot.
Yeah,
it's honestly an awesome experience. And you don't get that weird vibe like you go into some studios and they look down on you. Or you're not cool enough because you don't have many tattoos or enough piercings, or they're totally cool. It's a relaxed vibe.
It's awesome.
It's totally an awesome place.
And they're open every day, 12 to 8.
Even Sundays now?
Yeah, appointment
only on Sundays?
Yeah, and Mondays, there's no appointments really either. I'm there on Mondays.
But somebody's there, so they're always open.
Yeah, we're always open.
Awesome.
It's pretty much that.
And you have some artwork hanging up in there.
I do have artwork hanging up now.
So hey, go check it out. Go check out Jordan's artwork.
One Art piece.
You have one art piece there?
Yeah.
Is it the 2x2 one?
No, it's 8x10, but
okay.
That is funny. I saw it in the back and I was like, hey, look, that's
Is it in the piercing room?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So go back, get a piercing, check out Jordan's artwork.
Yeah.
Hit him up and make fun of him.
Maybe I'll give away artwork one of these times.
Totally should.
Not that I'm good, but I'm Jordan Halliday.
Hey, I'm not here to judge art.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, if you don't appreciate my art, you probably just aren't very artistic.
You just don't understand the struggles you've been through and where the art's coming from.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I've been to prison. That art is like my soul.
It's me expressing my pain.
Threw up and shat all over that canvas because that's how I feel inside.
Jesus fuck.
Now, somebody's gonna hear that and get that idea. Good on you. Fucking go for it. That's awesome. I feel like shit and puke. And I'm gonna sell this to you. And it has saran wrap, so you can't smell it.
All I got in my head right now is scrotum piercings. I'm sorry.
I'm not one for. Like, I'm not a big pierced dude either. Like, I got my septum pierced, I got my ear stretched, but I
have nothing. I'm not a piercing person.
But I love jewelry. Like, I'm not one to be pierced. I mean, I've done a suspension piercing as well,
which I really want to do. I can't wait till you can do it.
And
as soon as it gets warm enough, we're going to do it in Casey's backyard.
You don't keep jewelry in for that, but I love jewelry.
No.
And so, I mean, with my ears stretched, I get to see a lot. Like, I can appreciate jewelry a lot more. So,
you did a suspension piercing, right?
Yeah.
You did a suicide?
Yeah.
So suicide is when you have 4 hooks going across basically your, what would you call it? Your upper back. Like basically across where your shoulder blades are.
Yeah, exactly.
I really want to do that.
You want to do
Super
that?
bad, yeah.
I think I'm going to do, next time I do it, I'll probably do a resurrection.
So a resurrection is where you hold your arms out to?
No, they'd be on the...
what's the one where they put them in your elbows and hold your arms out? Like
I'm
you're
not
actually
sure.
like
I mean,
across?
elbow... I know elbow is very common. Like, they do a lot of pullings with that. I've never seen a suspension.
I don't think they're... I think they...
They do pullings as well as the...
Well, I think what suspension? It is, from what I'm seeing, that I'm referring to,
are they,
it's a suicide.
Are they actually suspended?
No, well, they're not suspended. They're still suspended from their back, but then their arms are just being held
So they're
up.
just doing pull... They're being pulled from their arms.
Kind of. Like the one I saw, they had one on their elbow and then one on their wrist, and then they bound their feet together so they looked like Jesus Christ being crucified.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Resurrection is different. It's from like the abdomen, so that it looks like your head.
Oh, so you're flop backwards.
Yeah, your head and your feet are dangling, but your torso is being pulled upward, like you're being.
So how many hooks does that usually take? 4.
I'd probably do 4.
Do they do it straight across, or they kind of do it across your abdomen?
They would
in quarters.
I think he would do it.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, it's gonna fucking hurt.
Jesus Christ.
But it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, fucking awesome. Totally awesome.
Can you imagine me just looking like I'm being fucking pulled from the body?
Dude, when we do it,
no.
We should print pictures of it and sign them for a giveaway.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Fucking sign pictures of us doing suspension.
I have pictures of me with my suicide suspension.
Because I'm fucking sexy.
Yeah, I'm not.
And you're sexy as shit, you bear.
No, I'm not. And I'm a fatty McFat lately.
Well, you know you're a bear. Rawr.
I am.
Or is that growl? How do you growl? I don't growl. I don't know. Rawr. I'm not a bottom like you.
I go both ways. I just like to snuggle.
See what I mean? You're a bottom. You're a total bottom. I just want to snuggle.
I'm just like I'm a teddy bear. But I let Mari be the top spoon a lot.
That's awesome.
She deserves that.
Oh, she does deserve it. So, talking about Mari for a second, because we still have a little bit more time to kill before we go in with Casey. So, you talked to Mari's father. How did that go?
Well.
Yeah?
Yeah. He...
Decent Spanish?
Me?
Yeah.
He said he understood everything I said.
Did he ask any questions? Like, have you repeat anything?
No, but he asked questions afterwards.
Well, of course, yeah.
But it was questions regarding to what the fuck I'm going to do with my life.
Totally understandable. And that's like shit. Like,
like after I got through, he said, because I was like, sorry if you don't understand my Spanish. And he's like, no, I totally understand. You speak okay.
His way of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but he understood everything. And so...
kindergartner speak better, you fuck, but I understood.
No, and I told him that too. I said I'm going to practice so that I can speak with him and the family more, so...
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so he said he approves of us and that he just, don't... His daughter's his pride and joy and don't fuck with her, more or less.
Well put.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was trying to think like how I would react to my daughter having a partner call me and be like, or my wife, and be like, "Hey, I like her."
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Hey, why are you talking to me? Fuck." She's an independent woman.
I think like asking for a blessing is weird.
It's definitely old school.
Yeah, and he's super traditional, especially coming out of Colombia. He doesn't like how things have gone so far with a lot of things. Like, I didn't go to Colombia. I have not met them, and so I haven't gone to Colombia to meet them. She's here in America. She's met my parents.
But he understands your situation.
Yeah, he understands.
How is he responsive to your situation? Like,
he thinks it's bullshit.
So he's totally on your side.
Yeah, he's on my side.
Cool.
And that was before he even really knew about me. Mari kind of just gave the gist of the situation. He's like, "Oh, that's fucking bullshit," because it is fucking bullshit.
Well, yeah.
But so yeah, he's totally been supportive, and he was the one that was worried the most. Like when she was going to come here and visit me, she hadn't told them anything about my case, and so like they're like, "Well, why didn't he come here?" And
that's when she kind of like, "Well, I gotta."
It's like, well, he's busy. Well, why is he too busy to come and see you? It's like,
that's a shitty question to have to answer.
Yeah, then so she's like, well, I'm doing it anyway, and then she's coming here, and then I got arrested, and she pretty much had to just come clean and tell them everything, and they're like, well, why didn't you tell us?
Yeah. That's good when they're finally like, hey, we're just your parents.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, well, yeah, that's fucking bullshit. We totally support you. And, I mean, obviously, it's weird to say, like, my internet boyfriend that's in prison.
Yeah, but it's the new world. It's like,
it's not that way. Like,
it's just you found somebody, you connected. Mm-hmm. That's all that matters.
We just met on the internet, but now...
You met on the internet instead of meeting in a fucking bar.
Exactly.
Or instead of meeting... on a blind date. What the fuck's the difference?
And we've been talking, we've known
How did you guys meet on the internet? I don't even know.
So Sea Shepherd follows me on Twitter. They only follow like 100 people or so.
Ooh, look at me, Mr. Special Jordan.
No, I'm not saying that for any other reason that she was going through Sea Shepherd trying to find people to follow on Twitter.
Humble, bro.
Yeah, and AK Press, they only follow like 32.
Except you're following the wrong one. I found that out.
What? I'm not following any of them on Twitter.
The one that's following you is the wrong AK. They're not the official AK.
I'm talking about the one on Instagram. There's one on Twitter following me too?
I don't think I'll go on Twitter because you showed me that one and I'm like, wait a second, they're following me on Twitter.
No.
Because you said they're not following you and I'm like,
But yeah, AK Press is following me. And they only follow like 20 people, and they like random things. They like me like playing Star Wars at the arcade.
Well, who doesn't like playing Star Wars at the arcade?
Well, yeah, but it's like you think AK Press, you don't think like Star Wars, but
I think AK Press. I think really smart nerdy kids.
Yeah,
and I don't mean kids in the negative. I just mean people like me.
Yeah, totally. And so it just always makes me laugh whenever they like follow a random picture of mine that I post. It's like, oh, why? See, right here.
We should get somebody from AK on. Okay, it's the Instagram. Mm-hmm. Okay, I thought you were talking about Twitter.
Yeah, and it's like, you know,
This is awesome radio right now.
hanging out at the AK warehouse, bound to fuck you up. So, you know, like, I don't know who it is, but you know, they like funny random things.
Awesome. They're just normal people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's funny. So, but she was going through the Sea Shepherd, just following random people, because at the time she'd just gotten out of a bad relationship. She wanted to like fucking go and join the Sea Shepherd and just do her thing.
Yeah.
And so she's like looking at people that they follow in hopes to maybe like contact somebody to
figure out how
to do it.
Yeah.
And so they're following me, and so she started following me. I didn't follow her back, because I tend to only follow people back. Talk to me. And so if you're following me and I don't talk to you, it's not because I'm a dick. It's because just talk to me, and then I'll see that you're a real person, and I'll follow you back. But so she saw that I tweeted something in Spanish one time, and she's like, "Oh, you know Spanish?" And I was like, "Not very well."
Not very well.
But then we started talking. And,
I know enough to get ladies.
Yeah, and then that's what I did.
And it worked.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously it worked, yeah.
So yeah, we started talking and hit it off pretty well.
It's awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm totally glad you guys are still hitting it off, and sounds like things are going great. Mm-hmm. All the best wishes to you, man.
Yeah.
So we'll have to, if you guys do the traditional hitching, we'll have to make sure people all over send you guys presents. Because you guys are going to need them, you poor fucks.
Yeah, we're going to be super poor.
Yeah. I'm going to be super poor if I don't find a job sooner or later.
Yeah, you got to get a job. I got to get a job too. That was actually another thing that he told me. He said, when she's gone, you better get a job. Well, because I was telling him I'm going to get a job.
Did you not tell him you have a job?
Yeah, but I get paid. I mean, I get...
But you don't tell that shit to him.
Well, he knows. And that's the thing. I want to... I mean, I love my job now. And I'd still work there.
But you need a full-time gig.
Yeah, I need full-time.
Yeah.
More... until I get... my career, which I'm a quarter of the way done with school. Just barely hit the quarter mark. Woo.
Well, I need a real job, and I'm willing to relocate. Fuck you, sorry, I got to. So
Fuck
if anyone,
me.
Yeah, if I have to relocate.
You know that I'd end up over there.
I know. So if anyone knows anything super vegan friendly that actually pays decent money, looking for mid-management level type of career. I have plenty of management experience. I've been in retail management for the last 10 plus years, managing a $12 million operation. So, hey, hit me up. I need something. My biggest goal is to make sure it's personally rewarding and vegan friendly.
I managed a Blockbuster.
You were an assistant you were like a shift lead at a Blockbuster, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have supervisor experience of 5 to 10 employees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You had it at Walgreens also.
Yeah, I was the head photo.
Yeah.
And so
you should easily be able to get a decent supervisory like third key position.
Oh yeah, for
making $10 to $14 an hour. Like that.
Exactly. I know I could.
I'll throw 30 at you every day when I'm going through all my jobs.
What? You'll throw 30 of the jobs at my way?
Yeah, they're fucking posted every day.
Yeah, I know. I want to get in a job that falls in line with my career, though, which is programming, graphic development. I'm going to school for media design technology.
But you gotta get something now.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I plan on doing. Because entry level, working for myself, doing programming, I could get maybe, at some point $74,000 a year, which I'm not going to get that entry level, but
that's not entry level.
They say entry level you're getting about $50,000 still, and that's fine
if you can find them. And that's the hard thing right now.
And I mean, programmers are like cogs, they're easily replaceable. You know PHP? Take off where we just fired this last guy. Finish what he started.
Yeah.
oh, we're done with you now.
Get out.
Get out.
Yeah.
So that's the shitty thing about programming. So you need to specialize.
Are you worried about the outsourcing of programming where you can do telecommuting? Basically, you don't have to be in a certain place.
Exactly. That's what I want to do. Like,
yeah, but are you worried that they can outsource that talent cheaper somewhere else?
I don't care if they do, good on the person that they're giving the money to, because they probably need it more than me. But
you need money.
I do need money right now. They probably don't need it more than me right now, but I do. I want to work.
Your altruistic view is like, fuck, I don't care about outsourcing. They need money.
Yeah,
but so do you.
I do.
Both do.
Yeah, we both do. But I'd rather not work for a company. I'd rather work for myself.
Yeah, but
so that I could work. I mean, if I work for a company, I want it to work for a company where
you want a company to hire you as an independent contractor.
Yeah,
you're still working for companies.
Oh, I know, but it's in the sense of like, I could be at a beach enjoying a Coca-Cola. No, I'm just kidding. But I could be like at a if I wanted to help.
How many programmers program on a beach?
None.
I bet you there's at least one.
Maybe one or two. I'm just kidding. But say like Mari wants to open a coffee shop and she needs my help around the coffee shop, but like I could be at the coffee shop programming, hear a customer come in, get them a cup of coffee, go back to programming, that kind of shit.
I want to open a coffee shop also.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her to get this shit together.
Well, yeah. No,
did she read that business plan?
I don't think she's read the business plan.
I don't think she did either.
But she's super stoked about it. You got her stoked. You have all your venture ideas anyway. Hey, remember Sin?
I have ideas coming out of my asshole.
I know you do. That's why, I take them with a grain of salt.
It's ridiculous. I hate it.
I hate it
because I just don't have all the resources I need.
Oh yeah.
Because 90% of them would be okay.
Oh no, they'd be totally.
No, I'm not saying that they're like $1 million ideas.
Like remember Sin? You had a clothing company idea called Sin a long time ago.
Good idea, right?
That was super good.
Yeah.
And the logo was awesome.
Yeah.
The block.
The block is an awesome idea.
And I think that one might see the light of day.
I've been pushing and refining that for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Like that's my true passion.
And it's not just like a business plan. It's not like I have an idea. It's like here's all the
I've done
shit.
here's all the research. This is the capital we need. This is how we're going to do it. This is the marketing plan. And obviously it's changed over the years.
And so how do you feel about all this being an anarchist? Like you have all these venture capitalist ideas.
I want to do anything I can to help other vegan anarchists as much as I possibly can inside our capitalist system until we can take that capitalist system and reform it, tear it down, or change it to a system that doesn't put other people at odds with each other. So it's really for the working people. So anything I can do to help push that forward inside of our now capitalist world, I think is a win for myself personally, the people I'm helping, and the general movement as a whole.
No, I agree with that. I think that's it's perfectly fine, and that's why I'm on the line of.
I don't want to be rich. Mm-hmm. If I wanted to be rich, I wouldn't have quit my last corporate job. I would have put up with the shit, and I would have continued working forward.
Yeah,
I had a very solid career there, and I could have made a very wealthy living by doing that.
Yeah,
that's totally. It's not my goal. My goal is not to be rich. I care way more about how I personally feel about what I'm doing in this world, how I'm leaving the world, the impression I'm leaving to future generations, and how we're teaching them, and what we can learn from them, and just in general making it a better place for us now and for future generations.
Yeah.
In general, that's all I care about. So as long as I have a warm place to sleep and food and a decent education for my daughter, money is not an issue, and that's 100% sincere. And that, but you got to make enough money to make that a reality.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in our society, so there has to be a base. But going above that base, that's not important to me at all.
I think that's totally fine. I agree.
So every idea I have, it's ideas of passion, not ideas of grandeur.
Yeah, and that's totally cool. Like, I want to be able to, not work for a multinational corporation.
Yeah, it fucking killed me.
I want to be able to, work for myself if I'm able to. Just working in a hierarchical structure just kind of fucking sucks in general. And then not only that, but your ideals sometimes might be compromised.
They totally are. I can tell you that from my first-hand experience. Like, I fucking hated it.
Not even an anarchist ideal. Even I worked at Blockbuster, it's a video rental store, but I still had to sell popcorn that wasn't vegan and candy that wasn't vegan. And every time somebody came up and brought candy, I'd be like, "Are you sure you want that candy? Don't you want the candy that's vegan?"
No, take that to the next level, and not even say that part, but my last job, I had to lay people off at times that the company was having record profits to make sure that they could maintain shareholder satisfaction.
Oh yeah,
that's the shit. It fucking killed me.
Yeah, no, definitely, and that's why I say anarchist shit aside, that's fucked up.
It's just that fuck being an anarchist in general. That's wrong.
Yeah, exactly. That goes against my ideals of decency.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not even this is my ideal society. No, this is just should never exist.
Yeah, how about not give the CEO a raise?
Yeah, how about let's decrease everyone's raises to less than inflation.
Yeah,
and the CEO gets a 40% increase in pay. It's just inexcusable.
Yeah, totally. And then they try to play it off as what was that one thing that they did where you had to tell them, well, my employees aren't fucking stupid.
It was that incident right there.
Yeah.
They were like, are they happy about the raise? I'm like, their raise is 2.2%. No, they're not fucking happy with their raise. It's less than inflation. Yeah. And they said, well, you have to sell it with a smile. And that's why I said, my employees aren't stupid.
Yeah.
They understand, the way the economy. Yeah. But they understand the way the economy is. They also read the news and they realize that our CEO just got a 40% increase in base pay plus an increase in bonus.
Yeah.
And they do know that we just went through layoffs. Mm-hmm. So, fuck you.
I liked that you were telling me, I don't know if I should name the company, but the one that gives you $10,000.
There's a bunch of companies out there. But yeah, there's a lot of tech companies are great in a lot of their benefit packages. So
I liked that idea a lot, where they give you money to spend on doctors.
Yeah,
they
give you complete paid like health insurance, and then they also give you what's called a health reimbursement account with $10,000 in it that goes towards your medical expenses, and whatever you don't spend out of that $10,000 every year, you get as a bonus.
And so that way it makes it so, it's your money either way.
So you're not afraid to go to the doctor if you have to.
Yeah.
But it incentivizes living a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
So totally awesome. It's a win-win.
Yeah. So if you're smoking, then you're fucking more likely to lose that money for other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Well, anyways, we're at our time.
Cool. So enjoy Casey.
Yeah, let's talk to Casey and have fun, guys.
All right.
Just a quick note. We recorded this live in his studio while people are working. So it sounds a little bit off, and you hear people working in the background. There might be a customer come in or two, and you hear some employees in the background actually doing their work because we were interrupting them.
They're we understand that. We really understand that.
They bowed their heads? Yeah, we really understand that.
I got in an argument with them.
Did you?
And Shannon's like, stop being a dick. You're being like Jeremy.
I thought about being a dick, but
The funniest is when Callie, she got into an argument with the Sierra Club, up at the University of Utah one time. Yeah, just the fucking student organization. They're like, will you sign this petition for us? And she's like, I will if you answer one question. They're like, what? She's like, are you vegan? They're like, no. She's like, then you're not fucking environmentalist. And I'm like, Cal, you're not confrontational. She's like, you're rubbing off on me.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel like being confrontational at that point. I was walking past the first doors, and usually when I'm down there and they have their doors open, I'll scream something into them.
Yeah, of course.
But I didn't this this time.
How bad was it up there this time? Fur-wise.
Fur-wise?
Yeah.
I only saw one lady.
Yeah, I didn't really see a lot of people. We saw, you see the people stopping at the shops. What they do to get like people's attention and to be funny is they have like bare feet that you can wear as stockings, and then they have like a tongue. And so they put those in the front, so it's like the bare feet with the tongue in front of it, so it makes everyone's like, ah, look at that, that's funny. It's like, it is funny, but it's dead animal.
I already started recording.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I really did.
Oh my gosh.
That's fine.
Yeah, fuck it, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and then Casey walks away.
Hi.
Hey, have a seat, sir. I started
Are
recording.
you nervous, Casey?
Oh, that's cool.
Is this your first interview?
No, not my first interview, first podcast though.
I listened
No,
to
just kidding. I was on the Select podcast.
Were you?
Yeah.
What did you do on the Select podcast? I heard you on the NPR interview.
Oh man.
Which one?
The NPR interview I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you sighing about the NPR?
I'm not really proud of that one.
What were you being interviewed by NPR for?
I was at a public hearing about the expansion of the oil refinery, Holly Frontier. And I am actually pro-expansion of the oil refinery.
Isn't there a couple old ladies holding out? That's what I was told.
There's a whole bunch of old ladies who don't know what the hell's going on that are anti it, but it's pretty funny.
How are you met with environmentalists on that?
Environmentalists don't really agree with me. It's a negative output. Like with the expansion, we'd have to have new environmental units, which would actually lower the total emissions from the refinery. Although doubling its capacity would actually have a net decrease in total pollutants.
Wow, this sounds like an interesting guy.
Yeah.
I'm for doubling it too, because that means they have to hire more people.
They do. It'd be about around 100 jobs.
Yeah.
Making around $100,000 a year, which would basically support 5 service jobs per job they create, which would be 500 service jobs.
Totally, yeah.
Which is a huge deal for the community. Not to mention the tax base from it. There's a reason why westbound Fulton Woods Cross has such a low tax rate. It's because there's a giant refinery there. Who pays
It's a blue collar area. It's an amazing area. Like
taxes.
yeah. So yeah, that's just funny. So
I know.
but how'd you get on that NPR? So I wasn't talking about that NPR one. I was talking about the one where they were talking about like culture influences of like tattooing or something. And they had another tattoo artist there and like some professors.
Yeah, that was the local one. That was pretty good too.
Yeah, that was like the.
I didn't do an interview for the refinery.
Okay.
I made a public comment at a public forum.
Oh, okay.
They just happened to record
Much like
it.
the public comment you made with Hatch,
Yeah,
which was really funny.
that was also good.
That was actually really funny.
I'm apparently not a very good American.
No.
I'm a union thug.
Which is funny because he's trying to like play it off.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
what was the question again? It had to do with like, voting rights, right?
I just asked him why he was against the Employee Free Choice Act, which would make it easier for people to form and join unions. And he came up with this thing.
It makes it a
saying-
blind vote, right?
No, it makes it so like you can have card check. So 50% plus one of the member of a workforce wanted to be a part of a union, the company would have to recognize them as a union and have to try to go through a first contract. It doesn't mean that they're going to get a first contract. It just makes it much easier.
Just makes it safe to start the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because currently you have to go through the National Labor Relations Board and petition for a union, and then they come in and they do a vote. And, it's a blind vote at that point, and just like any other, electoral process where you go in and cast your secret ballot. If 50% plus one, want to be in a union at that point, they can. The card check system and having a 50% plus one turn in cards and they want to be a union member, it takes out the company's objective to make it the union not seem like it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Companies don't want unions. There's a good reason for that. It takes away some of their authority. It makes it a much more autonomous place to work.
Yeah. So why aren't you shopping unionized?
Because employees haven't tried. It's really simple. I've encouraged them to become Wobblies over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, Wobblies wouldn't make them unionized here. Just make them...
No, they could ask for a contract. They could.
What would you do if we did ask for a contract?
I don't know.
Make our life hell.
You become that corporate thug.
I don't know. I've never played that side of the coin before. So
No, I mean, I've considered joining the Wobblies.
I was a
It's on a
wobbly.
sliding scale. You should.
I was a wobbly before I became had employees here. As soon as I had employees, I didn't run as a collective, so I couldn't be a wobbly.
Yeah.
As soon as I get another job, as long as I'm not in management, I'll be a wobbly.
The thing is, their sliding scale starts at $9 a month, which is totally reasonable, but unaffordable for me. With school. And
There's dead silence because I know how you spend your money.
how do I spend my money on school?
I know when you go out. I see you go out to lunch.
I don't really.
Fuck
go.
labor rights. I'm gonna go out to lunch.
Mari, do I go out to lunch very often?
No.
He makes
She's fucking you. She'll say whatever you want.
Mari, will you say whatever I want?
No.
So did you guys hear about the senator up in Vernal trying to make Utah a constitutional carry state? Do you guys know what that is?
Yes.
Do you know what that is, Jordan? That means you have the constitutional right to carry a concealed weapon without being licensed.
Constitutional carry. I got what you're saying.
Yes, it's called constitutional carry.
No permit.
No permit, nothing. Everyone has the right to carry a loaded weapon and conceal
Sweet. Even
So-
felons.
it. Well, no, felons still can't. So I know you're not a gun control guy,
I'm not a good control.
and this whole stupid Sandy Hook thing doesn't make me want to change my opinion on laws, but it makes me change my personal opinion on gun control, like my personal
Mhm.
like wanting to carry. But do you think it's wise to be a constitutional carry?
No, I think it's super dumb. I'm pro reasonable gun control laws. I don't think anything should be limited. I don't think
So
I
are you
don't think-
okay with the assault?
I don't have a
Assault
problem
rifle.
with anyone who wants to have an assault rifle. I don't
So
see
you're
any difference.
against the assault rifle ban,
Yes,
but you're against the constitutional carry.
yes. I think there
Are
should
you
be
against
some
the-
kind of restrictions.
Are you against the large magazine ban?
If you've ever shot guns with large magazines, you know how badly they suck. They jam immediately. If you're talking about like a 100-round clip for like an AK-47, like a barrel clip, they jam like motherfuckers.
Yeah, but
So like, there's no
large
point in
capacity
having
is over 30 rounds.
Yeah, but I
30 to
have
50.
25-round clips for my Ruger 1022, which are awesome,
Yeah,
and it's a 22 caliber weapon. And on the list from Senator Feinstein, it should be banned. I think that's completely crazy. But I understand why someone could have a gut reaction to a school shooting in an elementary school,
What about
or
tech?
the Virginia Tech shooting. Like, I can see how someone says, yeah, we should have some kind of control on guns. I'm not against waiting periods. And
Yeah.
I'm not against the idea that if a fully automatic weapon should have a different license you have to get. And I think
which
if
they
you're-
do right now. Like,
Yeah.
that's my whole thing. Like, I don't know. I'm not against owning assault rifles. I'm not one of these people that say, "Oh, they're designed for hunting." Fuck that. They're designed for killing people. And
They
having
are,
fun.
100%.
That's 100% what they're for, and I'm okay with that. I just want to make sure people like Jordan can't get a hold of one.
Like, to me, it seems like
can't.
if you're talking
I know you can't.
I think if you're actually talking about the Second Amendment and the whole point of it is to have a militia.
So
And
you
so
don't think
if
it's a
you're-
personal
if
right
you're-
before
If you're
armed
going
militia?
to, if you're going to have an armed militia, I mean, it's really pretty clear in the Second Amendment. It talks about having a regulated militia,
yeah.
and that you should be able to have the right to bear arms. Okay, well, if you're talking about a militia, you should be having a civilian version of actual military weapons, which would be assault rifles. If anything, if you wanted to go on gun control based off what the Second Amendment actually says, you'd be talking about rifles, like hunting rifles and handguns. Assault rifles would be the exact opposite of what you would be trying to ban if you're going off what the Second
Well, the other
Amendment
thing
actually talks
that
about.
I've always been weirded out about is that they're like, "Oh, well, assault rifles are only meant for killing people." But what the fuck are handguns built for?
Killing people.
Killing people. They're handguns are
100%.
not for hunting.
No.
I don't know one goddamn person that's going out hunting with a handgun. They're not meant for it.
No.
And I love shooting my gun. I love shooting handguns. I think it's a lot of fun. But I'm also not an idiot. You know, I don't believe me carrying my handgun makes me safer.
No, it
You
doesn't.
know, and that's why I don't
Makes
carry.
you less safe.
Exactly. So I don't know. I
I know
think
there's the dude in I think it was Ogden. He was carrying the AK-47 on his back, grabbing
Yeah.
pennies.
yeah.
Okay, I get what he was trying to
He's
do.
making a point.
It's a freedom of speech
Yeah,
thing,
I get it.
and it's a Second Amendment thing. All right, cool. You're rocking the first Second Amendment really well. You look like a jackass.
I
Right.
keep that no different than the Nazis who are like, I want to have a march down your thing. I get it, you're right. But you guys just look like fucking assholes.
You are fucking assholes.
He looked super dumb, and it actually probably hurt his cause more than helped it.
I would agree with that.
And
totally.
you know, I just think if you start pulling away freedoms from people, it's just really hard to get them back. I mean, you look at the Patriot Act, you look at the NDAA. There's a very little chance that any of that stuff is going to be
it's never coming back. No.
So if you start taking away more rights from people, I just think you're limiting people's choices.
I think the only way that those rights will be taken back is if they actually get challenged into the higher courts enough, and there's actually a change, and that's a decade-long change or multiple decades.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a long time change. They're not going to willingly give up that type of power that they've taken. You know,
Why would they?
It seems ridiculous. So what about being an anarchist in an anarchist society? How would you regulate guns? Would you regulate guns? Would you have guns?
Are you talking about like a utopian anarchist society?
I'm
or are you
talking about
like Spanish Revolution anarchists.
However you want to interpret it.
That's a super hard one because it's such a long shot of any idea of that actually happening. I think it would basically self-regulate. I mean, like you would have the option of having guns, and people
Do
want
you
them.
think in an anarchist society like that you can regulate those type of items? And if you can, isn't that creating a governmental body to enforce those regulations?
Well, you couldn't really regulate it. I mean, it'd have to be individuals saying, "Hey, I don't want guns." Or
Can an anarchist society have those type of organizations?
Yeah.
And not
it's
be
collective.
hierarchical?
It's however the hell they want to run.
So you should be able to do it.
If they really wanted to, but I don't think it's really possible.
Do you think those type of
Because
anarchist societies
there would
are
be someone in
possible?
that group that'd be like, "Oh, fuck you, I want my guns." And
No,
they'd have guns.
then you have, yeah. I know I've talked about this before. Like the older I get, maybe I'm just getting more jaded with anarchism. But I feel
It's so much work.
it's
It's
totally no.
so much work.
And people are just fucking idiots. I hate to say it, it's true. You know, people don't want to work for a society that way, which means that you have to make society a lot smaller, a lot more communal
You'd have
in the organization. But then, you know, how does technology sectors work? How does monetary systems work? How does monetary systems work within different, you know, organizations, different collectives, different areas? It's so fucking complicated. I just...
That's why I keep leaning much more towards socialism, because it's so much easier. There's so much less work.
The older I get, my tendencies tend to lean that way. Like, in an idealist world, yeah, that's what I want. I want that anarchist society. But is it something that we really should be fighting for? I don't have that answer. Should we fight for like if you're going to fight, what should you fight for though? Should you fight for a more socialistic country, or should you fight for a more anarchist country?
The libertarians piss me off, and so I start leaning much more towards the left.
Well, the libertarians just seem more like a one party, like a one issue party.
Yeah,
Like, no, and that issue changes. Don't get me wrong.
They
but
want capitalism, and they
you
want
know,
capitalism. They want
exactly.
real capitalism, not like
oh yeah, they
some kind
want
of
total uncontrollable capitalism, where it's like market completely controls everything. They don't want schools. They don't want. I mean, they want
and
real
it's fucking nuts.
capitalism.
And that's the kind of side that most of the anarchists go, yeah, we shouldn't have any kind of government control over anything. Woo! And they start leaning towards like, you know, libertarian, especially if they're wealthy.
But
they
I've never
always
heard
go
of
there.
libertarian anti-corporate. And that's what's really weirded me out, because the idea of a corporate structure, a corporate entity is created by the government. It's an entity the government is allowing to create. If there was no government, you couldn't have corporate entities. They're not giving that special protection.
Yeah.
So libertarians should be anti-corporatism at the same time as being or pro-free market, I should say. But I've never heard one talk about that.
If it was 100% free market, they wouldn't give a shit about corporations, because they'd be pitting workers against workers so fast, it would be crazy.
Yeah.
And it would be 100% whatever the company decided. Being one or two people in charge of it, or being a board of people in charge of it, doesn't really matter. Because it'd be those who have versus those who have not. And it'd be a complete, you know, reversal of what any kind of social gains you've made through like the labor movement, you know, immediately.
So running your tattoo and piercing shop here, how is that conflicted with your personal ideals of an anarchist society and a pro-worker
Oh,
society?
I fight with it all the time. You know, I run almost every decision by all my employees,
Is that true, Jordan?
whether or not it's.
He's like, I don't want to say, it's my boss.
No, it's fine.
You run a lot of things
inspire us for sure.
Like getting QuickBooks and like trying to change into that kind of stuff. I asked every single person, what would you want to do? Do you want to go through like a QuickBooks style program? We were using a free program before.
Do they feel honestly open enough to talk to you, or is it more
Most
like,
of them.
shit, Casey's an ass, I gotta say what he wants?
I get called an asshole pretty much weekly by everyone I employ, and it's okay.
Well, that's just them pointing out facts.
You know, I gave a bunch of shit to Jordan about a bad appointment I thought he made, and you know, he had a fairly decent response, but you know, it was just something that I felt like he was smarter than what he did, and so I gave him some shit, and he told me I was an asshole. That's all right. You know, I run a business, and I want it to be successful, and I want to be able to make money and live off this and sell my art that I do, and also take care of the employees I have. You know, and we're just not to the point where I can, you know, pay someone a living wage for working here. We're getting closer.
What do you consider a living wage here in Utah?
I would say probably $13 or $14 an hour. I mean, honestly, I think the last statistic I heard was $11.25, but I think it's higher than that.
I think the last I heard was right around 11 here. The last I heard, like years ago, San Francisco was like 17.
Yeah, and like,
and that too to me.
we have a fairly low cost of living in
Yeah.
Utah, but it doesn't mean that someone should be able to work for half of that. You know, and I pay people almost half that, and it's, you know, it's nothing I'm proud of, but we just can't afford to do better. And I'm really open with how much money we make with all my employees and what our markup is, and we're really reasonable on everything. And then I don't hide the fact that we made money or lost money. You know, everyone knows exactly what we're doing financially. And I think when businesses start lying about how much they make and how much everyone is getting paid, I think it's really good. There's no secrets about how much everyone makes here.
Well, every business I've ever worked for, it's always a secret of how much everyone makes. Like, I used to get in trouble because I talked to people and be like, if you want to move into these positions, this is how much these positions make. You know, so if you want a 50-cent an hour raise for 10 times the amount of responsibility, great. But I'm not going to lie to you and tell you, you know, I'm not going to tell you what the wage is until you actually are accepting the position. That's how they want to run it usually.
Yeah.
It seems mind-boggling to me.
No, we have forms that tell you exactly what everyone makes, and every single person got a quarter raise this year because we could afford it, and so I did. You know, next year it might not be as successful, and so.
Did anyone complain like, you know, hey, the person with lower wage, that quarter is a higher percentage than mine?
No. Flat across the board.
They don't think about the percentages.
I don't give a shit about percentages. Everyone got a quarter. Everyone did well, and so
Yeah.
everyone got a quarter. You know, and a quarter is a shitty raise. I know it. It's good in comparison to like fast food places and shit, but like in real life, a quarter an hour is not that much money. It's
Yeah.
like $2 a day, big deal. But that means something to people, and as long as I think I'm rewarding someone for doing well, life should be good.
I gotta say, I haven't been here for a while, and I was telling you earlier, it looks fucking amazing in here now.
Thank you.
I mean, it always looked nice, but I mean, it really
Put
pops. Yeah,
we put a
I mean,
lot of
it's-
effort into making this the nicest studio it could be.
It's fucking amazing.
Got
Yeah.
that in. Looks really nice.
The amount of jewelry you have and the quality of jewelry, it's just beautiful.
Thank you.
Gives me a boner.
I don't fuck around with jewelry. Like,
Seriously.
I love jewelry, and and it's such a cliche thing to be like, yeah, I really like jewelry. There's an art form to it, and the stuff we sell is really, really nice, and it's all implant grade. And so, like, if you come in to buy a piece of jewelry, you know it's good quality, and we can show you mill certificates that prove what quality it is. We buy nice stuff.
What's the difference between like buying, you know, your belly button piercing here and going to a store in the mall?
The store in the mall is not going to have any idea what it's made of, unless it's clearly labeled, and it's most likely to be 316L steel.
What the fuck does that mean?
I know. 316 is stainless steel, and there's different grades of stainless. Low, like L, will be low carbon. The stainless we sell is 316 LVM ASTM F138 stainless.
Fuck, I have no idea what you
Yeah,
said.
it's like a cake recipe. And so, like, if you say I want chocolate cake, that would be your 316 steel. Now, if you want, like, all right, I want chocolate cake that doesn't have nuts in it, you're gonna say, all right, well, 316L has low carbon. Now, if you wanted to have like a vegan-friendly, gluten-free cake, 316 LVM ASTM F138. The ASTM standard is what's talking about whether or not it's implant grade. And that's a standard that's an internationally recognized standard for a particular grade of metal, and it's the 316 LVM ASTM F130 stainless for use in long-term metallic implants made of stainless steel. And so, so our titanium also has an ASTM standard. It's ASTM F136, and so it's the same thing, long-term medical implant grade.
So it's the same shit they use for like hip replacements.
Yeah, hip replacement, artificial heart valves, bone screws.
Do they use metal for heart valves?
Parts of them, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Most is plastic, but
Okay.
part of the metal.
I had no idea.
And that metal is going to be in that grade. You got a client coming in.
Yeah, they come in. We'll edit it out.
Okay.
Not
Is
a
that
big deal.
I'm going to do a piercing on
Sweet.
here.
Are they early or?
They actually had an appointment earlier, but the roads were so bad.
Oh, okay.
Freezing
Sweet.
rain.
Yeah, we'll pause it.
All right.
So what piercing did you just do?
We just did some scrotum piercings.
How are scrotum piercings? I don't want my scrotum pierced, but I've always wondered, like, because I can pinch my nutsack, okay, my scrotum, it doesn't hurt too bad. It's only the testicles that hurt, so how painful is it?
He took it like a champ. He has a bunch. He's good.
You don't have your scrotum pierced,
I do
right?
not.
Do you want me to pierce it for you?
Thank you.
You let me try your nose, but you won't let me do your scrotum.
I don't want my scrotum pierced. It's not my thing.
You've always tried to get me to get my junk pierced.
Yeah, junk's totally different.
Can I pierce your penis then?
No.
Well,
You don't know what you're doing.
Not at all.
You're not a trained professional.
that is 100% correct. What is a trained professional piercer? Because there's no body legally that does it, right?
You'd be someone I would feel comfortable piercing. I mean, it's one of those things you have to know the person, you have to know their experience level. You should know if they know what they're talking about. Obviously, I mean, you don't want to be getting into a situation where someone's doing their first piercing on you and you don't realize it. Proper way to would be go through an actual apprenticeship.
Will you let me do my first piercing on you?
I know, because I was
And I
really wanted to go.
Totally fucked it up.
You did.
It's pretty
Fucking
fucking hilarious.
I was just I really wanted my septum pierced at the time, and I was having a hard time trying to do it myself. And
he's a professional, and he was walking you through it too.
Yeah, he was walking me through it. It was like 1 in the morning
it was a bad experience. And,
in your basement.
Yeah, it was a bad idea, and it just didn't really work out well. Speaking of apprentices, here's Mitch. Mitch is currently a piercing apprentice, and he is looking forward to doing his first tongue piercing today.
Sweet, probably two.
Probably 2 tongue piercings.
Yeah.
Even better.
They're on a little blade. They'll be like 15 minutes.
Sweet, that gives us time to talk about our poll. Every week we do a poll.
Mhm.
This week, we're talk about the poll.
This one is: what area of society do you think religion most negatively impacts?
Oh man.
Yeah. What does it most negatively impact? We pretty much implied that it impacts everything negatively.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have looks like 27% did education. 15 politics. 20% civil rights.
I would say politics is probably the biggest. Education sucks because they always want you to emphasize the theory of evolution, and that creationism somehow has a rational place in education, and I don't really get that at all. But
Yeah, it seems mind-boggling to me.
I could maybe like
How does religion affect your life negatively the most?
personally.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know you got kicked out of Boy Scouts.
I got kicked out of Boy Scouts because I was an atheist. I actually didn't even tell them I was an atheist. I just said I believed in multiple gods, which I didn't at the time. I was an atheist.
Really?
I just
They
thought it
wouldn't
was-
let you believe in multiple gods?
No,
They
they,
should
they,
allow monotheism.
Yeah.
the person who was running it called my mom and told me that I was telling her I didn't believe in Jesus, and she said that's okay.
You don't have to
That was
believe in
it.
Jesus to be a Boy Scout.
Apparently in Utah you do.
They kicked me out because I wouldn't go hunting and fishing.
Yeah, I didn't get to that point.
Yeah.
I got kicked out long before that.
Yeah.
You're way too young. That's what I love about the Girl Scouts. That the Girl Scouts, they openly state, we don't care.
They let transgenders or boys who feel like they want to go to Girl Scouts.
They say it's not, if they want to come to Girl Scouts, it's not us to say they can't.
Oh, that's cool.
I think they're fucking awesome.
Awesome.
For that.
They
But-
sell cookies that aren't vegan.
Some places in the country, they are vegan.
They used to be vegan here.
And they switched their supplier
You can buy them
for
online
just
now.
a year.
Fucking
But the ones that are vegan, they actually label them vegan on the box now. Back east.
That'd be awesome.
Fucking
Why don't we have
amazing,
them here?
right? Pisses me off.
There's only like 3 brands that are vegan.
There's like 3 of them that they make their vegan now, yeah. Something like that.
Sound delicious. I wish the ones like oatmeal and chocolate, it was the Samoas or whatever.
Yeah, those have been awesome. They're vegan.
Yeah, those are awesome.
What are they? I don't
It's like-
remember ever
They're
eating
called
Girl Scout
Samoans. Samoans, maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
When did they stop being vegan? Because they were obviously vegan when you were young. Do you remember?
I remember finding some vegan ones when I was like 14, 15. Like right when I first went vegan, but I haven't been able to see them for a long time.
I don't think I've ever seen them actually vegan. That's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen like off-brand like Kroger and stuff. They make like a vegan variety. I don't know. Every now and then you find those weird things.
How vegan is it to buy from Kroger though? They sell non-vegan stuff. Fucking hypocrite.
Well, so does Whole Foods. And they
Yeah,
don't
but I'm
support
That's why I don't shop.
But
at
I'm
Whole Foods.
boycotting Whole Foods anyway.
because they don't because of all that shit he's been saying.
Because he's a retard.
Yeah, he is pretty.
He's a what?
A retard.
a retard.
It's totally different than saying something's retarded.
Yeah, you can say that. That's not PC. You can say a retard though. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine. It's
So what has he been saying? He was saying something about like he has to.
He said Obama's a fascist. That was one thing.
Did he really say Obama's a
He
fascist?
said that the Obama Healthcare Reform Act was fascism.
That's just idiocy.
But see, I've boycotted a lot of companies that I normally would have bought from because of their stance against the Healthcare Reform Act.
Well, yeah, that's why I won't shop at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby is a bunch of freaking stuff.
Yeah, I know, but that's the only reason I could convince my wife not to go there.
I don't get their stance either.
And he's also talking about global warming, and he's saying
He's
that
vegan though.
he says that global warming exists, but we can adapt to it because
But I agree with that statement. I mean, seriously.
But he also said
it
that if
sucks,
you
but
eat-
we will adapt.
He said that if you eat his food, you don't need health care.
That's kind of what Wynn said too, though. When he went vegan,
Yeah, but you still have to have health care.
he should. I'm not saying that, but
I've been vegan for fucking ever, and like I got pneumonia last week. Like,
yeah, but you would have to acknowledge you're not a health food vegan.
no,
So I mean, it's not like you're just I'm vegan and I eat healthy. Like
I'm vegan as in I don't eat animal products.
exactly.
It doesn't mean I'm necessarily any healthier, but a lot of the fucking food that I eat, they sell at Whole Foods. But I'm
The
still
only
not gonna
thing I
my
get at
money to
Whole
that
Foods that I'm gonna miss is okra. I can't find fucking frozen okra anywhere but a Whole Foods.
they have it at the Indian market,
Do they?
Mhm.
Which Indian
the
market?
Shop and Go.
I've never been there.
That used to be on.
Then we went on Foothill?
Well, it used to be on 9th and 3rd or something like
I
that.
don't know.
But now they moved it down to I can't remember. It's like 6th and 3rd, something like that. It's just a random little awesome place. They sell all sorts of stuff: citric acid, black salt, this weird powders.
Do they
and
have it
spices.
frozen or do they have it raw, like the actual plant?
I saw it.
Pods?
I just saw it frozen, but they might
God, I
have
love
it.
okra.
They
You
might
guys
have
like
it.
okra?
I like it.
Fucking
I think
love
they have
okra.
dried
I
okra.
only eat okra from Korean Hearn.
Yeah, they're.
I mean, that's like the only time I
Korean
like
okra is
it.
amazing.
So good.
It's really good in gumbo. It's just amazingly
I
good.
want some.
I've had
I want some
Fried
gumbo
okra
right now.
is just amazing. Like, roll it in like some cornmeal and some flour and deep fry it. Fucking, I eat that shit like popcorn. It's amazing.
Bring it here.
Not today.
Okay.
But I will. I'll make some. So yeah, we gotta get going soon though, because your appointment's coming up.
Yeah, I'm court appointed to have therapy.
Fuck the court.
Because if I don't have therapy, then I go to prison.
So what do they talk about in your court-appointed therapy sessions?
Good question.
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling?
I feel fine.
Are you feeling paranoid? Do you feel the government's out to get you?
They probably are.
They probably are.
And there's not really. They have a history against you. So
Oh God. Okay.
I was just really happy you didn't get arrested before your girlfriend showed up.
Yeah, no, me too. I was freaking out about it.
I was expecting it.
You too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping not. I didn't want to give you bad vibes.
Yeah.
Cause those people are gonna kill themselves in that goddamn parking lot.